welcome back to another episode of Messy Situations and Dorm Room Conversations.
Today we have an exciting episode talking about living in the dorms, like what it's like to live in the dorms,
Roommates,
how to like make friends, like your first couple weeks, and
our experience,
and then avoiding opps in your hall. And we'll have a special new segment which we're gonna call an op drop, where we talk about a story involving one of our ops that we have created since being here at school. So today we'll have an op drop, so stay tuned to hear who we're dropping
this week. Because of our weekend, we will not be having a behavior chart reveal. This weekend we needed some rest, some peace. Last weekend, if you watched the episode, it was kind of a lot. So for that reason, I brought everyone home with me. We made ourselves some delicious breakfast, waffles, watched movies, went to bookstores, a lot of just resting and hanging out because it was much needed. But for that reason, the behavior chart would have been incredibly boring.
Also, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who's given us feedback.
Yes.
We did get feedback to be a little closer to the
mic.
microphone. So I hope this is working a little better for you guys. We're not leaned back. We're up close. So hopefully
we're here. Hopefully this works better. Pretty much everyone that chooses to go out of state or to a major university, you're going to be in a dorm your freshman year. That's just kind of how it goes. And so many people hate it, but also it is one of the most college experiences you'll have. You don't live in a 2x2 with another person probably ever again, unless you are trying to live in New York, and that's just what
crazy
rent does
expensive.
to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But no, it's definitely something you need to experience. I was trying to get out of living in a dorm when I was first touring colleges, because since I was coming in with transfer credits, I thought maybe I wouldn't have to. No, they still make you. If you're coming here to CSU, you will have to live in a dorm. So that's just how it goes for most schools. It's a way for them to make money, so
I love it.
It's been great. Honestly, we spend a lot of time in our dorm room. I feel like a lot of people try and escape their dorm room. They spend as much time out of it as they can, and then they only sleep here. But I think the fact that we like our roommates so much and like the people next to us, it makes it this is where I want to go. This is my home. So touching on how much we like our roommates, let's talk about how we found them.
Part of me thought I was going to do random roommate selection, which is crazy behavior. Glad I did not do that. If you want to do that, you are a brave soldier. Good luck. I hope the best for you. I don't know how other schools do it. I've seen all sorts of things, like the Tinder thing where you swipe back and forth and find them on a roommate site. Weirdly, most people I know here, there's just an Instagram page, and if you're coming to this school, you choose a few photos. You choose a few photos that you're oh, this represents me, write a little bio, yada yada, tell people about yourself, and then you're just on this Instagram page, and then you DM people that you're it's just kind of weird and feels very informal because it doesn't actually go through the school at all.
That is how you do it, and I know a lot of different schools do that. Someone will just make a page for that, and then we'll upload the photos and stuff. So honestly, if you're gonna do anyway, that's what I would recommend. It worked out for us, and I think it's worked out for most.
When I was going through and trying to find a roommate, I really wanted someone that was happy to go out and do whatever and do fun things with me, but also someone that likes to do cutesy little girl things. And they're oh, I like to go thrifting and go to coffee and do concerts and things like that isn't just surrounded around nightlife and whatever. Because I can't, that's not, it is sustainable for some people, but for me, I would just get burnout and exhausted. And if that's all that we had in common, I just can't imagine
that working out
out for me.
Yeah.
So when I saw that Greer, we talked originally, I reached out to her because she just looked awesome, and I was I want her. And we were talking about concerts and our favorite music artists and what we like to do in our free time, and then we actually had a 3-hour long FaceTime call after I had decide after we had kind of both narrowed down and we were like, okay, cool. Yeah, we seem like a good fit. Let's call. And then we talked about all sorts of things. Here's what I recommend talking about. You should talk about when you wake up and go to sleep. If you're messy and clean. If you like to share clothes, seriously, talk about that. Because if you don't want to share clothes, you should say that because people get so upset. All of us love to share, though, and it makes my life so much easier, so much better.
I wrote that into my bio. I said,
Good.
I want you to share your clothes with me, and I'm going to share my clothes with you. Like, that was a non-negotiable. Me and Madison also met through the Instagram roommate thing. I reached out to her first as well, and then we kind of got to know each other, and then eventually she was like, so do you want to be roommates? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then we FaceTimed, but we FaceTimed specifically to show each other our clothes and decide what we were going to bring to school. That was when she dropped the bomb that she had 50 going out tops that she was going to bring to school. And I said, what the fuck? I don't have enough hangers for that shit, seriously. But she was like, yeah, so we're gonna have to make room in the closets for that.
I wish she brought all 50.
She did.
There's all 50?
She brought all 50, I'm pretty sure. But then after we decided we were gonna be roommates, I planned a whole trip to South Carolina,
which is crazy.
From. No,
most
that's
people
not
do
crazy.
not do that. That is not normal.
That's not normal, but I thought it was gonna be so fun, and then we went to orientation together. But let me tell you a story of one of the first days I met Madison. Her stepsister works for this banana boat company. Like, it's, like, on the beach. Like, they're these big, like, tubes that, like, you go out and you, like, hold on to them. And they're, like, attached to a jet ski. So you're, like, riding. But you're, like, holding on to this, like, handle. And it's, like, this big floaty that you're, like, flying on, basically. Like, you're airborne half the time. Like, literally flying up in the air. While we were on the banana boat, it started going super fast. And Madison's like her feet are flying up in the air, and then all of a sudden her pants are off. Like she has no pants on. Like her ass cheeks,
bonding.
Her ass cheeks and her cooch are out. Did you see my cooch and my butt? Say yes if you did. I did.
Yes.
We were trying to get the guy to stop on the jet ski, but her stepsister was on there with us, and she just kept saying, go faster, go faster. And so he just keeps going, and Madison's, like, bikini bottoms are at her ankles. Like, I don't know how they stayed on her, honestly, but they're just at her ankles. And then eventually he finally stopped. But I saw Madison's everything just a couple days into meeting her, so
you guys are really close for that. Yeah,
maybe that'll help you guys bond with your roommate.
You
could
try
do that.
that.
Yeah, you could try that. Another thing that was super important to me specifically when I came into school was I wanted to make sure that my roommate didn't have a boyfriend. Not like nothing against people with like that are in relationships, but for me, I knew I was gonna get like annoyed if like they were like staying up all night like talking to them, and it was like affecting like my sleep schedule or like something like, or just affecting like my time in my room. Like I wouldn't want someone to like constantly be like on the phone if they had like a long distance boyfriend.
Otherwise, or if it was in person.
If they had a boyfriend who went to school here, then immediately it's like you're not even their like person anymore. Like they're gone all the time, or their boyfriend's over all the time, which would suck even more.
That one's rough.
So, and like what if like they are doing long distance? Like honestly, a lot of the time it doesn't work out, like, you know, within like the first couple months if it's gonna work out or not. And then if it doesn't work out, then now you're having to deal with your roommate who's going through a horrible breakup.
Which just that's like, okay.
That's like, okay. No, for me, I was just like, it would be easier if they were single. So I asked Madison that. She told me she was single, and then she tried to get locked down first month of college. So I was a little upset about that.
Madison.
But we're all good now.
But if you have a boyfriend and you find someone else that also has a boyfriend, that's awesome too.
That could be perfect. Okay. Yeah, or if you just don't care, then you don't care.
I just wouldn't care.
Exactly. So find a good roommate. Seriously. It'll really help you. And that'll help you with making new friends.
Because I was going to say, I'm social. I'm outgoing. I can talk to people. But not like Greer. Because Greer, just when she first meets people, like, she knows how to just talk. Like, she can just talk and talk to them and come up with random things to say and walk in, and she's very friendly. There's no, like, oh, no, I'm nervous, I'm scared. It's like, open the door. Hey, I'm Greer. I just think there's a lot of ways to make it easier to make friends at the beginning.
I would say biggest thing is, like, first couple weeks of school, leave your door open, introduce yourself to the people in your hall, introduce yourself to people when you're, like, going to, like, the welcome events and whatever else. Like, there are definitely, that is, like, the prime time. Everyone there is nervous. Everyone there has no friends. They just moved far from home, or maybe they didn't move too far, but, like, that's the time to do it. Like, the people you meet in your first couple weeks here are probably going to be the people you end up spending the most of your time with, like, your first year.
And you won't stay friends with all of them. Like, there's plenty of girls and other people we talk to that we'll see them across campus and it's like, oh my gosh, hi. But other than just seeing them in passing, we don't talk to them.
Yeah.
But at least we have those people, and then because of that, like, it's a wider circle of people that we know and that we were introduced to.
Yeah, and also we didn't feel the need to, like, reach out to them because we already had, like, friends. Yeah. But if you don't, like, if you are, like, struggling to make friends, that is where you're just like, oh my gosh, hi, what are you guys doing today? Can I come hang out with you? Or, like...
And it's scary, but truly, so many people at the beginning of school, including myself, would randomly reach out on, like, Instagram, Snapchat, some random form and be like, hey, like, you guys seem really fun. Can we all do something sometime? Do you want to get lunch together, dinner together?
Yeah.
There's, like, a lake nearby, so people would be like, do you want to go to the lake all together? And just random things. And honestly, the worst someone can do is say, sorry, I'm busy.
Yeah, you just kind of got to put yourself out there. It's just, you just have to.
We got really lucky because I love my neighbors.
Yeah,
I love my neighbors. They're so great. And Greer already knew Ilya coming in. So that was like a little group of 6 of us that, like, immediately we were like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
But that's not always going to happen for everyone. And I understand that. And it is really difficult for some people. We just got really lucky. And now it's been easy for us to, like,
make
have other
friends.
People come in. It's like, oh, Allison has this friend. Everyone else also has this friend too, which you don't have to do, but, like, a lot of the times we're all hanging out together, so it's almost easier for someone to come in and hang out with a group, you know?
It definitely is. I think having a group of 6 is really what makes it easy for us to make other friends, because you feel comfortable coming to, like, a big group of people. Like, there's different personalities in there, there's different, like, I don't know, like, we just have a whole different, like, variety of people that you're able to, like, connect with.
Yeah. It is hard, and I have heard that a lot of people have had a hard time with it. My mom's on the Facebook group, and she'll update me, and she'll be like, people are still having a really hard time. And that totally makes sense. And a lot of people tell you that the friends that you make at the beginning a lot of times don't stay your friends. That's not us, knock on wood somewhere. These are going to stay, like, my people. I love them. But don't stress yourself out. Like, hang out with people at the beginning. It's okay if they're not your people. At least you've talked to some people and started to make connections, and then you can branch out beyond that, but don't feel like you're, okay, this is who I'm best friends with for the next 4 years. I can't meet new people. We've continued to meet new people and had people kind of come in and out, and that's totally fine.
And also something we haven't done personally, because I think we just got so comfortable with each other, but totally is an option for anyone, is go join a club of something something you enjoy doing. You're obviously you're gonna find people with the same interests if you go join a club. Like, those could be your people, because if you like hiking and stuff, join, like, an outdoorsy club. You'll find people who like hiking. You'll find people who like fishing, whatever.
And also another way, find some random people on TikTok that look fun and just message them.
Yeah,
that's what Aiden did, and now she's awesome.
That is true. Yeah, that probably won't happen to you, but I mean, if it does,
you never know.
Yeah, just start posting on TikTok, and then maybe you'll become TikTok famous. Then maybe people will recognize you around campus, and then maybe they'll all want to be your friend because you're super popular and famous, and then you'll have so many friends.
And that's a great way. But if that doesn't work for you, try these other things.
Yeah. Maybe try, like,
or, like, maybe, like, at the same time.
Maybe try, like, a sewing club or something.
Yeah.
If that doesn't work for you. But yeah. Okay. Another, like, really important part, or a really unique part to living in the dorms
that you probably won't experience again,
is sharing a bathroom, a community bathroom.
There's truly something so spiteful and rude about making me leave my bed at 7 a.m. when it's cold and all I'm wearing is boxers and a big t-shirt, and I have to walk down this freezing hallway into the bathroom. And what do? I forget my keys. Gotta go back to the room, get my keys, stand. They have the windows open, so I'm like shaking, brushing my teeth.
It's so cold in
so
there.
cold. Half these people have their suite rooms, so it's just their bathroom.
Yeah.
Their own bathroom's connected to their room. Well, not if you want the cheapest rent on campus. That's not what you get.
You get 3 showers, 4 bathroom stalls, one with a door that doesn't even shut. Half the time the toilet paper's out, half the time the paper towels are out.
Paper towels are gone. There's weirdness, and there's like stains in the sink. People are doing their
There's
dishes.
literal huge hairballs in the bottom of the
Disgusting.
shower.
And on the side of the walls.
We still like it.
Yes! There's some perks. Like, it's always fun when we get back from a night out, or like it's just a random Tuesday night and there's all 6 of us in there brushing our teeth together and debriefing and talking about something. Another special moment that I've shared in the bathroom is communal poops. Me and Madison would poop next to each other. One specific time, I kindly held my phone beneath the stall so that we could both watch TikToks together. Volume all the way up, of course. There is only one good shower, so that's not great.
Everyone fights for the first shower. There's only 3 showers, so we can never all shower at the same time. It's like 2 waves. Also, for some reason, I always assume all 3 showers are going to be open, so we like plan for like 3 of us to go shower at once.
And then there's other people in there because we live with a lot of other people.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what are you doing in my shower at my shower time?
Or like we get back from the lake, all 6 of us. So then all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, okay, like I'll see you in a minute. Sprints to their rooms. Everyone rips off their clothes, wraps a towel around them. All of a sudden 3 doors open, 6 girls sprint down the hall.
Yeah.
Because everyone wants the first shower because it has the best water pressure. The shower curtain doesn't stick to your entire body while you're showering. It's just the best shower, but we're always fighting for it. People scream, people get in fights. It's a mess.
I've never fought for the first shower.
I have.
I don't like the first shower because I feel as though if like there's a little crack,
There is.
if there's a little like the tiniest little crack, someone walking into the bathroom can see your entire naked body, and I don't want that.
They can. But
They
most people
can.
aren't looking, so.
I always look.
What? Why are you looking?
I just like to observe my surroundings.
No.
What do you mean no? Like,
The other con of a communal bathroom
is, oh my gosh, when you're trying to unleash your demons on the toilet, when you're trying to, and then someone walks in, like, you never have the bathroom to yourself. Like, it's very rare that you get to go in there, take your jizz, take your shit, and there's no one that walks in. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This is something that's
Speak on your experience. Yeah.
Guys, IBS is not for the weak to begin with, and then you add dining hall food. Like, we had grilled cheese today, and it kind of tasted like maybe there was like gasoline in it, but it's okay because also it was really good. But my stomach doesn't always like that, okay? And there was a lot of plastic cheese in it, so that doesn't sit well in my stomach. And also I have IBS, and then I have a shared bathroom, and it's just like, imagine.
And she has a gluten intolerance, and she eats normal gluten. So.
And I get back, and I'm like in pain, like on the verge of tears, hunched over, running. I tell everyone we gotta go, and I run to the bathroom, and I hear someone listening to TikToks in the stall next to me, and I go, oh, they're gonna be here for a while. So I'm shaking, fighting for my life, waiting. I know they're also waiting for me. And it's this horrible, like, who's gonna give in first, who's gonna leave, or is someone just gonna say, F it?
And just
no one ever does. I go to the lobby.
Yeah.
So I'm really sorry if you've been in the lobby after me. Like, that's my bad. I do it out of respect for all of my friends. But it's really a struggle that should be talked about more.
What I do when I walk into the bathroom is I slightly push every single door to make sure no one's in there. So I make sure no one's in there, and then I pray that I can go as fast as I can before someone else walks in.
That's interesting. I stick my head down far enough to look to see if there's feet in every stall.
Okay.
I do that.
But I also used to really appreciate my time on the toilet, like back home.
Sacred.
I could sit there for probably over an hour and just be content. Like, like my cheeks on the warm toilet seat, like, it's just really a nice sensation. And now I can't do that because it would be rude of me to do that to everyone else in the hall.
Yes.
If I were to sit there for an hour, you know? Like, I wonder how many shits are dropped in an hour here in our hall.
Well, we did a calculation, and, like, me and Madison by the end of... I don't remember what the calculation was. It was an astronomical number, but just the two of us alone. And I was like, truly, these toilets are working so hard for us. Really just miss my peace and tranquility, my detox time, my rest, my reset. It's like, you know what Sunday is of in the week? That's what toilet time is in my day.
It's hard, you guys. I'm hard.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Sorry.
Be wise. Be mindful. Be kind to others. If you hear someone accidentally let something out that they didn't mean to, pretend you didn't. Be kind.
And don't look at their shoes.
Don't send them a picture of their feet and say, "This you?" Because I don't want to know that you knew that was me. Seriously, that was rude, Madison.
So now we're going to talk about what you shouldn't do coming into the dorms, what you shouldn't do your freshman year.
Right at the beginning.
Which we kind of failed at, but try not to make any ops in your hall. You'll see them everywhere. Yeah, these are people you're going to see all the time. Like, you'll see them probably every day.
Yeah.
If not every couple days, because obviously you're going to see people while you're walking to and from your classes. Like, this is your building. This is your home. They're everywhere. So try your best to not make any enemies with the people in your hall.
It's not so easy, guys. Like, things happen. People get mad.
It gets a little messy.
And that's why we're having messy situations. Okay, here's the thing, though. A lot of people that we originally were like, oh, ops, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
We actually love them now, and we're friends with them now. So maybe just
give them another chance.
Give them another chance.
Like, you might meet some weird people, and they might, like, kind of, like, rub you the wrong way. But honestly, those people that we did meet that did that, who we considered our ops probably, like, a month ago, now we're like, honestly,
we say hi.
Who gives a shit? Yeah, like, we say hi to them.
They're actually fine. They're, like, nice people,
like, they are nice.
They're actually really sweet to us, so...
But...
not all of them.
Not all of them. So, welcome to our segment called OPP DROP.
Can we have a song for it? Like,
welcome to our segment called OPP DROP. Actually, no, let's try one of the other ones. Welcome to our segment called OPP DROP.
What if we harmonize?
Okay, I'll go low. Welcome to our segment called OPP DROP. One more time. Welcome to our segment called OPP DROP.
OPP DROP.
Today we're talking about two girls in our hall. Let's start with the very beginning, how we met them.
Start from the very beginning.
A very good place to start.
When you start in our friend's dorm room.
We're at a little dorm function. It's a Saturday night. Yeah, some cup pong. That's about it.
There's not much else going on there, so yeah.
It's a dorm room, you know, there's not that much room.
Yeah.
We see this horribly drunk girl in the corner of the room. She's just like kind of sitting there, and then I see her grab slumping there. Slumping. And then I see her reach for a bottle of vodka, like a whole, like, maybe like and then start chugging it in the corner of the room. You can tell she's very visibly already fucked up, for lack of a better term.
Incapacitated.
Fucked up. So you're like, oh my god, this girl, what is she doing? She's literally, like, drinking vodka like it's water.
Me? Worried.
Worried. Me?
I was ready to go, but then I was just worried.
So I went up to her, I think, first, and I was like, hey, like, how are you doing? Are you good? And she was like, yeah, I'm having fun. Yeah, like, it was like, oh my god, this poor girl. We try and get her out of the room.
Because people had been offering to take her, but it was, like, random guys, and we didn't know them and all of this, and it just seemed like a weird situation, and so we were like, we will walk her back.
She didn't want to go back. She wanted to go piss in
There's a pond that everyone pees, not us. Everyone
Not
else
us, yeah.
pees in.
She wanted to go do that night. She wanted to go pee in it.
Yeah, she wouldn't leave unless we told her. So we said, okay, we're going to go there. We're going to go to the pee pond. Like, we'll take you.
But before going to the pee pond, she stood up on the pong table and started, like, twerking. It was just a little too much.
Yeah, it was a
a
mess.
Like, the guys had to, like, turn away.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we get her out of the room.
She falls off.
we
catch her. Like,
yeah. So we get her out of the room. Mm-hmm. Take her back up to her room where we find one of her friends.
Drop her off. She's like, I'll take her from here.
Okay, so we're like, okay, yeah.
We did a good thing.
She's good. Oh, also, the other girl in this situation is her roommate. And for some reason, she wasn't helping her at all that night. She was also there.
Yeah,
She just wasn't helping. So,
She was there?
Yes. And she just didn't give a shit.
Yeah, so
we think we, like, saved this girl's life.
We're like, wow, we're awesome
great people. But
she gets out.
Yeah, she escapes.
Walking around in her pajamas late at night. It's
banging her head into walls and...
Not good. But we tried to do a good thing. And then, after that, every time we saw her...
We were nice.
So nice. So
but
friendly.
She was never nice back. Like, it was always like a dirty ass look for some reason. What did we do to you? Nothing but save your fucking life.
That brings us up to date to about 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. Yeah. We are in the car and we receive a text message of a photo. And the image that we receive,
no context.
It's a photo of a letter, which reads, "Dear blank and blank. Let's start off with blank. You're weird as fuck and a liar and nobody likes you. Also, your room smells like ass and is disgustingly dirty. You also suck at soccer. Imagine being on the lowest team. LOL. Embarrassing. Now, blank's turn. You're a whore and have fucked half the campus. Don't know how you do it. You literally probably have STDs considering your shot glass gave blank mouth sores. You're so gross and look like a bug. We fucking hate both of you, and no one likes you, so you might as well drop out. XOXO, Narissa, and Ilya." First, I'm just like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I didn't know if she sent that, like, Ilya sent this to us, so I didn't know if she sent it, like, being like, oh, I gave this to blank and blank.
Which wouldn't make any sense, because Ilya is, like,
the nicest person ever.
Sweet person.
But I was like, I wonder if she, like, signed my name and then, like, gave this to them for some reason. But I don't know why she would do that, because that's just really weird. And then so we're like, what the fuck? Like, what was that? The two guys that the letter was addressed to received this, but they know it's from that girl that we saved and her roommate.
And why did they frame Narissa and Ilya?
We have no idea. But for some reason, they just want to stir the pot a little, and they're just trying to make... Like, I don't even get it. Like, seriously.
So now they're our biggest ops.
They're our biggest ops, because what are you doing?
And my only form of retaliation...
is slamming the door on their faces when you see them in the hall.
And by slamming, like, the doors, like, kind of have a thing where they can't close quickly, so I'm just kind of, like, pulling, you know?
Yeah.
And then they're, like, really far in the distance, and it's just kind of this awkward... Why?
Like, what are you even doing?
But I think it's working. Like, I think they're getting the message. Honestly, I don't know how to tell you not to do that, because we didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, seriously. We did only the right thing. And
only
we still
good.
Got that. Only good. Still baffles me. We have yet to confront them about it.
They know we know.
They know that we know. And
we have mutuals.
Yeah, I've talked to the guys that they wrote it to also, and I've talked to both of them, and they were like, seriously, we don't know what the fuck is wrong with those girls.
Yeah. They said, we know it's not you.
They knew it wasn't us from the jump. Like,
also, half the things they were saying we wouldn't have even known about. Like, we weren't close with them.
We didn't know that guy played soccer.
Yeah, we didn't know anything about them, seriously. So, yeah, that was kind of an interesting day.
Anyway, that's all we have for you today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode. And we are sorry about the lack of YouTube video posted last week.
Yes.
Sometimes
Sometimes
school
life
gets to you. Sometimes life happens, you know, you don't have time. You
we
don't
went
have
to play
ideas.
pinball. So like we were
had
busy.
pinball to do.
Yeah.
Life.
And we're really looking forward to a few of our new episodes coming up. We can't wait to see you guys later. And with that, we love you all. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.